Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fellow Still Arbiter Smart Alfred. And we are going to do our second ending. Is what I want to say, but fortunately there is no game for it. Okay. Well, technically I'm gonna play a little bit, but anyway, this session's topic is about custom class modding. Like I have said in my previous recording, I think it's episode 1 or 2, that you can do some modding for the game. And what I'm gonna do now is making a custom class for this game. So let me change the window. Please forgive me for the bad transition, since I'm not really a good video editor. Okay. The first thing you need to do is to locate your file seals folder. It's usually located in documents, wherever your documents is. For the note, for you to take a note, this is for Windows. So for other operating system, you might need to look somewhere else. Okay, the first thing you're gonna see here is there is a custom data folder and save folder. You can ignore the others first. The folder that you would need to do some modding would be this custom data folder. This save folder, as its name implies, it stores your play data here. And I recommend that you back up your save first before you do any modding, because sometimes they may did some things to your save if not done correctly, if you are not careful. So best save your play data before that happens. Anyway, we are going to proceed with the modding. What I'm going to show you is the very basic thing, very basic ways to make a custom class. So let's go into this folder, which is a custom data example. The developer of this game graciously gives us the examples of files that you probably need to make your mods. But we're going to make a custom class. So what we need is this file and this file and the files at least in here. So as you can see from the names, these files host the class info, and this file hosts the class abilities, like their active and passive and counters. There's also some monster abilities here. You can take a look at in them. I will also show you later. For the one in here, this file is hosting the flavor text, as you might call it. The flavor text of the abilities. Like for example, I think if I'm not mistaken, for example, the flavor text for the counter abilities named counter attack, it will say something like the character will counter attack the opponent by attacking with their weapon or something like that. That will be inside this file. Once you already located the files that you need, you copy them inside this folder. For the jobs and abilities XML, you put them here. For the flavor text, like in the examples, you need to put in this folder. In an folder, at least, that's the default language, and put the language.txt inside that folder. Now I'm going to show you the codes inside the files. Let me change my window again. Okay. Oh wait, this is my jobs file. This one? No, this one. Okay, as you can see here, this is the content of the jobs.xml, which I said that it hosts the class info. As you can see here, if you are from a developer background, you can see that their structure is like XML. If you have seen some XML files, but anyway, I'm going to explain this piece of text, if I would like to say it, since I need to explain it to the non-developer folks. So what we have here is the what should I say this part? It's the job section for mercenary. This is the something like a class code, if I would like to call it. Each class here have different codes on them to differentiate. So if you want to make your own custom class, make sure they don't have the same class code with the others that already exist in the game, or if you already add some custom classes from other place, make sure they don't conflict I make sure they don't have the same class code. Okay, let's continue. The next one would be this weapons type here. The weapons type is I will call this parameter as that's what the developer term for this, if I'm not mistaken. So this parameter indicates the weapon type that this job or this class can equip. As you can see here, it can equip maul. I think this is a mace. Wait, this is a hammer. Yeah, hammer. The two-handed hammer. And can equip sword and can equip axe. For the next parameter, it's the armor type, which indicates the armor types that this class can equip, which is like armor here, heavy armor, like helmet. Like helmet is the helmet variant of like armor, and heavy helmet, which is the helmet variant of heavy armor, and shield. The shield is categorized as armor here, even though it takes the weapon slot. Okay, for the next one, we have a bonus crit here. I think it's kinda self-explanatory parameter name, since this is a bonus critical for this class, which is this is probably a 2% in the game, and this is the base move, which is the how far this class can walk, like 4 grids or 5 grids or 6 grids, like that. So this is their base move. And the next one is speed growth. The speed growth is a parameter that indicates their growth, their technique. Well, it's kind of self-explanatory. It indicates their speed growth when you level up in this class. And this is their base speed, which is their starting speed for this class. Is there any other parameters here? Oh, here there is a base jump here that indicates their jump height for this class. I'm not sure why the Merc doesn't have base jump. Probably they will use the default base jump, but I'm not sure what's the value. You can check yourself later in the game. What else in here? Base speed, base jump, speed growth. Here it is, can swim. So this parameter indicates that this class cannot swim, so they can drown. So if you intend this class to cannot swim for whatever reason, you can just put this parameter and set it to false. fill it with the text false. What else in here? There is something like a there is a parameter called caster class here. I'm not really sure what this is for, but if you are looking at the class code, this is the mender, this is the alchemistic, this is sorcerer, util. What the hell is util? Plaguey doctor, I think. This is wizard. This is all should be considered a caster, but if we see here, there is a caster class 2, which is Mark, I think. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Probably you can just ignore it, maybe, or just follow this for standard caster class. Since you see that the caster class has these parameters. This is also caster type, I think. Yes, there is the caster class parameter. What is this? Oh, it's Kawa. This is monster jobs already, I think. You can ignore that. Or it's probably Bizarro's job, not sure. Anyway, is there any other class here? Oh, there is something here. There is a parameter here called only for non-story. This parameter indicates that this class is only for your generic recruits. So someone like Kyrie will not have this class. So if you want to restrict the class only for your generic units, just put this parameter. Is there any other parameters that I missed? Wait a minute. This is Gadgeteer, I think. It has caster class 2 here. Oh well. I'm not really sure what this parameter for. You can always go to their Discord and ask for things. So we are going to ignore this for now, unless there are good reason for this parameter. Anyway, oh, there is a bonus evasion here. What is this? Oh, it's War Mage. This is probably their base evasion or something like this bonus crit. Any other parameters? Oh, War Mage is also caster class 2. This is Fellblade, caster class 2. Oh well. Is there any other parameter that I miss? Looks like not, I guess. Okay, we'll go back here. The next parameters here is uh, the outfit for the generic character. So if you set your generic unit to follow their class outfit, they will use this value to show you. For this, I'm not gonna uh, explain in detail, since you can just follow each job's outfit for you to check. So for example, uh, you want a custom class that use knight's outfit and assassin's hat, then you just need to check the knight job here and check their outfit, and check the assassin's class here and get their head code. I think I'm saying job or class too much. Let's say class for now. I prefer class anyway. Let's move on to their stats here. This is uh, their stats growth. This indicates their attack and magic attack. This is their defense and magic defense, I think. Or is it attack and defense and magic attack and magic defense? Yeah, what kind of tutorial is this? Oh well. Well, I'm not sure I'm not sure what's uh, the order, but this piece of code, as I call it, indicates their growth for attack, defense, and magic attack and magic defense. I'm pretty sure this is attack though. I'm just not sure this is defense or magic attack. For the next one, this is their health and MP. For this one is their base stats, which is like this. This is attack. I think this is defense. Let's check the other job, the sorcerer, the caster job. Ah yes, I think this is magic attack. So this is must be magic defense. This is attack and this is defense. So this is attack, this is defense, this is magic attack, this is magic defense. So here is their base stats for this class. This is their attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense. This is their health base health and base MP. So moving to the next piece of code, this is their skills, their abilities, which if you recall, the mercenary ability tree, if you don't remember, I can just show you. Let me change back to the game. Okay, let me load into the game. Mercenary. Wait. What was I? Okay. So as you can see here, this is the ability tree of mercenary. This is the first tier, as you call it. Second tier, third tier, fourth tier, fifth tier, sixth tier, and seventh tier. Have you memorized this structure? Okay, good. Let me change back. Okay, as you can see here, I already said that this is the first tier, the second tier, the third tier here, fourth tier, fifth tier, sixth tier, and seventh tier. Let's get to them one by one, I guess. So if you look at the, let me put some space in there. I'm not gonna save the file. Oh. So you can better focus. As you can see here, this is the tier section of the abilities, the ability tree. Here you can see that there is a skill, a piece of section called skill tile. This indicates this is for housing the ability. The ability, this is the ability code, if I call it what I call them. What this code correlates to is what you need to check in this file, in the abilities.xml file. Let me change it to the top. Okay, where is it? Okay, let me put some space. Yeah, as you can see, this is the mercenaries abilities here. This is their ability code. We will get into this later. And when you see this section, the skill tile section, there is something called cost, which is their the cost of AP for learning them. You can see that this one is 150, this one is 200, this one is 250, like that. What else is here? Oh yeah, as you probably have seen in the game, you can put two skills in the same tier, so it branch into two. So here you can see how to do it. You just need to put two skill tiles inside. I'm not sure what will happen if you put three, if you put more than two. It's probably gonna expand left and right. So I'm not sure whether you have enough display for them. So best you just follow their structure and just put uh, two abilities in one tier maximum. Unless you wanna experiment, that's fine. It's good for it. It's good to experiment anyway. Okay, for the skill code, they follow something like this. And the abilities code, they follow this kind of format. This means their class code. This means their class, and this is their type. A means active abilities. Here you can see C. C is counter abilities. P is passive abilities. If you are wondering whether you can use a different code for this ability hash, you can just try it out yourself. I'm just gonna explain some basics here, not some advanced terms. Anyway, that's for abilities section. Next we have, oh, here it is, the mastery section, the last part for this, for a job section here. The mastery is what you get when you master the class. Master the class means that you learn all their abilities, and you will get this kind of stats. Yes, you can see here this class will give the unit 6 health point and 5 defense. If you want another example, let's say wizard, it gives 5 MP, 5 magic attack, and 5 magic defense. Oh, it's called mine. If I forgot, mine and resistance. How about this one? This is health, mine, and defense. You can just check other class later if you want to add other stats. This one have attack here. Anyway, I think that's all for the job file, the jobs.xml file. We are going to move on to abilities.xml. Okay, here we have uh, the files that host the abilities info for the class. Here you can see that this is the mercenaries ability codes, which you already seen in the jobs.xml file. Those abilities codes refers to this ability hashname. Oh, by the way, we are in the active section here. So this is the mercenaries active abilities. Let's run it one by one. This is the ability name. As you can see, it's called First Aid. And the second one is Forceful Strike, Power Strike, Mind Strike, Precise Strike, and such. The next one will be range. The range is basically range of um, the range of these abilities, which how far they are in grid. So one means that it can target as far as one grid. As you already know, for field 8, you can heal yourself or a unit that's adjacent to the unit. For the next one is range height. I think this one indicates the vertical length, the height of how high this skill can and this ability can reach. So if the unit is just have one height difference, I think you probably need to check in the game how high is one height unit. But if it's just one height unit difference, it will still able to be targeted by this ability. Next one is their power multiplier. This is a multiplier. This parameter indicates the ability's multiplier against one of their stats, which indicates in this parameter damage source. And here you can see that it's based on their mind, their magic attack. If I highlight the parameter, you can see that this one, what's this ability? This is Knight's defensive hit. The damage source is their defense. Another one is this. What is this? Oh, this is Holy Chant. That means this is Templar. For this one, it says attack mix. It means that it's use attack and mind for this ability. If you don't put this parameter, I guess it will use attack for damage source. The next one is element. Element is for the element of the ability. As you can see that this one is element noon, which means it doesn't have any element. Let me check. Templar Righteous Blade. Yeah, here it is. The Righteous Blade, for example, it has element holy here. It means that the skill use the element holy. The simple one would be the wizard's ability. Let's look for it. Wizard, water. It's use element water here. Fire, it use element fire. Earth, use element earth. Thunder, use element thunder. Like that. Okay, the next one is damage type. The damage type indicates what this skill is used for, which most status type, the status or buff type, use this damage type. Like for example, this is Knight's Defense. It also have a damage type healing. This one is Protect. Another one is Chivalrous Spirit. This one is the knight's ability to give themselves rebirth. What else? One for all. This is knight's ability. Anything else? Oh, this is the Templar's Emboldening Chant and Raptor's Chants, also healing. If you see some of them here, Holy Chant, it has a damage type magical, which means that it will be offset by the target's resistance or magic defense. If the damage type is if it's I think if it's not there, if you don't use this parameter, that means it will be offset by defense. If you can see here, this is Knight's heavy hit, which should hit regardless of defense or magic defense or resistance. It has a damage type noon, which is probably indicates that it will not be offset by anything. So if you want to uh, make an ability that like heavy hit, you can use this damage type, I guess. Let's move on to I already talked about this. The next one is spell type. There are three spell type. I think this one is skill. The other one is called spell. I think, where is it? Is holy chant spell? Looks like not. Let me highlight it. Skill. Let me check the. Okay, I guess if you don't use this parameter, it will be defaulted to spell type. How about the what was that class again? The summoner class, I forgot its name. Oh, here it is. The spell type is K nothing. So I guess you can use this if you want to indicate the ability type as special. Next is extra flag. I'm not sure what is this for. This parameter usually holds something like a extra buff or debuff or options. I'm not sure what's this is for though, but we'll see. We'll check for something that I can explain. For example, um, ignore self as target. For this one, I think it's for the ability to not target the unit also. If I want to make a comparison, you can use wizard's ability like this. If you target, if you put the area around the unit, it will hit them. But for this kind of skill, for this kind of ability, this is holy chant. It doesn't hit the user. So this flag is probably for that. For this one, I think this one is um, for ignoring their direction. Like there is that you can do an extra damage or maybe more accuracy if you hit them from behind. This one is probably for ignoring that. Oh, what else in here? We have targets ground, cannot target water here. This is revival. This is duelist, I guess. This flags probably means that this ability cannot be used on water tile and can only be done on ground tile. Is there anything else? This one is Assassin's Sabotage. I guess you cannot sabotage someone in the water or something. It says cannot target water. It ignores cover. This ignores cover means that something like the unit is being protected. It ignores that. Ignore smart cast. It's probably the wizard smart casting. So it means that you can always use this ability to target your uh, friendly units, even though you have equipped the passive smart casting in this unit. Any other extra flags? This is collect bounty. It has no FF. What the hell is no FF? Target cannot revive. This one should be indicating the effect that you cannot revive the units that was hit by collect bounty. This one is collect pelt. It has the same extra flag as collect bounty. Oh well, I guess you can just explore it by yourself later. Basically, this extra flex parameter is for indicating special uh, effects for the ability. For which effect you want for your abilities, you can just refer to existing abilities here. The next one is remove negative effects. I think this is field 8, which should recover you from some status effects. This is probably their code for grouping those status effects. Maybe we can look for something else. This one is for Rapturo's chant, which remove all the negative effect. Anything else? Here it is. More. This is more detailed. This is Balm from Ranger. It heals poison, bleed, blind, root, mute, cripple, sleep, berserk, charm, and weaken. Oops. And this one is Fleet of Foot. It removes root. This one is Panacea. It removes all. This one is Recovery. The Plaguey Doctor's Recovery. It removes poison, bleed, blind, mute, cripple, sleep, weaken. Here it is. This is Druid's Panacea. It removes the advanced status effect. Not sure what's being grouped as advanced, but so you can just check it in the game what status effect it removes. For other parameters, let's see, this one is minimum range. This means that this ability has a minimum range of 1. So for example, if you equip a spear and hit someone with this power strike, for example, you can hit the target from 1 to 2 tiles. But as you can see here, you can see that this forceful strike has a minimum range of 1, but range of 1. So even though it has a minimum range here, it got limited by this range. So even though if you equip spear, you cannot hit targets at 2 tiles away because of this. But you can hit the target with power strike, mind strike, precise strike, etc. because they don't have the range here. I already talked about this. Range height already done. Oh, here, this is the special effect. This special effect is for the abilities effect. Like for example, forceful strike has an effect that push the target. That effect is called punt here. And another one is precise strike. Precise strike has an effect that has perfect accuracy, always 100% accuracy. That indicates by this code. Oh wait, this is special effect 2 though. This one is special effect 1. Oh well, I'm not sure why it's different. The next one is flash strike. It has the effect to bypass counter, as you can see here. For stunning strike, it has as an effect to delay the turn of the target, and this is the code. Is there any others? This is defend, which is the defense effect code. This is the cover effect code. This is the effect for hitting the 1/3 of current health. This one is the code specific for this one for all, I guess. This one is cleansing blade. This is the effect for clearing buffs. This is siphon. This is the effect code for MP drain. I'm not sure what is power 2 though. This one revive. This is revival. Does it have the same effect for Mender's revive? Let me see. Oh yeah, it has the same effect, the same code. So this effect is for reviving units. It's probably need to be paired with this as extra box that people here. What else? This is Peddler's Painful Trap, which is halving the current health. This is the code. This one is opportunist. The gunner's opportunistic bullet, which damage the target by how many debuffs it has. This is the effect code. What else? This one is sneak attack, rogue sneak attack, scoundrels sneak attack, which has a bonus damage when used from behind or sides. This is scoundrels stealing abilities. Steal gold, steal buff, steal items, steal loot. This one is sniper shot, which has uh, the effect that root the unit after it used the ability. This one is the collect bounty and collect pelt, which for killing humans and monsters for their component. This is sabotage, swap position. Missing health damage. Oh, this is reverse ability to deal damage based on their missing health. This one is the damage self by quarter of their health, the reckless blow. This is spray paint. I think this one is to transfer the buff. Yeah, like the code said. Any other value? This one is refresh. The alchemistic refresh tool, that's for prolonging buffs, or yeah, prolonging buffs. This is the effect. The sorcerer's abilities all have scale with proximity. I guess this is for the effect that it will increase in power if it's near the caster. It's probably indicated by this power tree. I'm not sure it's higher than this power. I guess this is the power, and the nearer you are, it will rise until this value, I guess. Well, you can experiment with yourself later. The next one is the field 8. What else I can explain here? Oh, this one. This one is the add negative effects. It's a parameter to inflict status debuff to the target unit. As you can see that this is a power strike which will inflict the attack down debuff. This is indicates by this code. This one is the mine decrease mine debuff, and this is their base chance, which is 100% here. If you want another example, okay, this is the Templar's abilities, the Flourish series. The Flowing Flourish will inflict slow, Blazing Flourish will inflict blind, etc. etc. As you can see that it has a base chance of 25% only. Well, to save time, you can just check yourself with others' abilities. What other codes in here? I will just explain the parameters, I guess. The next one, I guess this one doesn't have. How about this? Range. Range height. Special effect 2. I guess this perfect accuracy is for special effect 2 or something. Oh, there's another. Treated as regular attack. This one is sacrifice. The Rapture's Chant. Berserk. This is town. What else? Oh, this is single target, single target. Ah, here it is. Holy Chant. should have an area. Here this is the shape parameter, which indicates the ability's area of effect. We have a square and cross here usually, if I'm not mistaken. What else? Damage source, damage type. Oh, MP cost here. The MP cost is basically the abilities cost. So, for example, the mercenary doesn't have any MP cost, but like for example, Templars. Where is it? Rectus Blade. It has the 24 MP cost. What else in here? Any other parameters? Oh, there's zone height here. What is this though? Zone height. It has range height and it has zone height. I'm not sure what this is for. Oh, size. Yeah, as you can see, the size indicates the how big the area of effect is. Like for example, wizard size. Here, their elemental spells. It has the size 3 here. The 3 means that it's it has a 3 tiles in length and width. Well, I'm not sure if you put uh, even value in there, like 2 or 4, but you can try, I guess. You should always put odd numbers here, I guess. Unless it's a line skill. I think. Oh wait, the line skill doesn't have size, I guess. This is miasma. Oh, there is. This is black blade. It has size here. Oh, there is another shape here. It's feline. Oh, there is a parameter called pose style here. I'm not sure what is this for though. This is for Fellblade's abilities. Well, the abilities is shaped in line, two tiles. So probably it's indicated by this one. So I'm not really sure. Oh, it's probably because the shape is just a line, two tiles line, not a cross not a cross shape like the others. For example, if you target someone with a spear, the normal attack, you can target your diagonal tile like that. Uh, these parameters probably restrict that, so you cannot target the diagonal tile. Well, what else in here? I'm not sure if there's any other parameters, but I guess you can just mix and match with the abilities that's already there. I guess that's for the active abilities. Let's get to the passive. The passive is pretty simple. It's just have the same ability code, their name, and their effect. You can just refer to this list what kind of effect you want for the passive ability. Um, for when you make your custom class, make sure that you have at least two passive, and yeah, two passive, because the structure of the game indicate expecting that the class has two passive in the interface. So just in case if you don't want to break anything, you need to make at least, well, no, you need to make exactly two passive abilities for your class. For the next one should be counter. Yeah, this one is the counter section. Like passive, it has the name and the code name, the ability name, and their effects. It has a counter and add positive effect like this. You can just mix and match later. When you make your abilities, make sure you put them into this section. Don't mix them up. Well, you can try, but I'm not sure what will happen. The counter ability is not a must, so you can just make your custom class with just 2 passive abilities, I guess, if you want. No need to make counter abilities for them because most counters are hard-coded anyway, so you cannot mod it too much. You may, I'm not sure if you can uh, like combine some of the counters, but you can try. Like for example, maybe uh, you make a counter that will strike back using the unit's weapon and get a mirage if their health is critical. Maybe, I'm not sure. You can try. You back up your save data anyway. Well, I guess this bit is all for the abilities section. The abilities.xml. Next would be the flavor text. Where's the mercenary? Okay, here is the. This is the format I get at least for the abilities flavor text. As you can see, this is the comment, so you can make some notes like this. You need to start it with what is this called? Semicolon, I think. This is the the class code. This is their name, this is their ability name, this is their flavor text, the class flavor text. And this is the abilities. The name here is not gonna affect anything, it's just something that makes it easier for you to remember. But if you don't want to put the name here, you can just remove it. It doesn't do anything. The one that will be used is in here. This is their flavor text, and as you can see that there is something like a heel small opener here inside a, what you call this, a curve bracket, curly bracket, I think. It's something like a, how to say, mm, it's like a shortcut to some um, how to say it, a shortcut for um, some text that already prepared. before by the developers. If you try to search it, for example, how to look up. Yeah, as you can see, this is the short text here. Yeah, you can use it to save time to write the flavor text, since the developer already prepared some terms. Where is that here small opener? Oh, here it is. It says restore some, how much, with what, and how much health, I guess. You can use this, or you can just write your own flavor text. No one will stop you. Um, for some of these shortcut texts, I'm not sure how to call them. It also refers to the abilities value in the abilities.xml, but for the text you can use, you can just refer to the existing flavor text. Like for this one, let's see. Damage basic opener. Okay, mercenaries forceful strike. Forceful strike. It says that it will deal power ratio, element, damage source, damage. So the ratio should be this. The element should be none, I guess, neutral. And the damage source is physical. Let's check in the game. Yeah, as you can see that it says there it deals uh, it deals 0.85, and it deals physical attack. Something like that. This one is restores 0.6 ratio with damage source, mind, and health. Something like that. Well, I won't explain much here. This is just flavor text. If you botch up in here, it won't affect much anyway. The important things is you have this section and this section. For this abilities.txt, you can just fill out this the title, the ability name, and then add the class ability name, and their abilities names. You can ignore the flavor text if you want, but if you intend to share your mod around, it's better if you put a nice flavor text for your custom class. Well, you can mix and match yourself later. Anyway, that's all for the file's content. Now we are going to go back to the folder. So once you already fill up your files, just put them in this folder like I already said earlier, and then you can just start the game again. So let me show you the files I already prepared. I only prepared one. Let me just copy them all. It's easier. And let me restart the game. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Let me open my here it is. As you can see here, this is my abilities.xml. I have a parameter here called effect hash, which is indicating the animation that's being used for these abilities I made. So for example, these abilities I made, it use mercenaries A6 animation. A6 would be precise strike animation, precise strike, so it will be using precise strike animation when the unit use this skill. If you don't use the effect hash parameters, the unit will just use the normal attack animation for the ability. So if you like something simple, then no need to use them. Well, let's see if my game already up. Okay, let's switch back into the game. Okay, as you can check, we will to Skywing, there should be a new class of Wolf Knight. As you can see, my custom class is already in. Oh wait, I forgot something in the job file. As you can see that each class has some class has a requirement, like this Templar needs Knight 4. You need to learn. You need to learn 4 abilities of Knight class until you can unlock this class. So as you can see with my custom class here, it requires the mastery of Knight. So this requirement, let me change back to my notepad, is indicated in this section. Yeah, here it is, the requirements section. You can see that it has the class hash here, means that it needs Knight and it needs to learn all 10 of its abilities. If you don't want your class to have any unlock requirement, you can just remove this and it won't have any requirement like this mercenary. It doesn't have, that's why I forgot. If you see Knight here, it has a mercenary 3 here. This is the skill, the abilities of my custom class. You can see here. Out. For testing your custom classes, you can just make their learning cost to 0, so you can test them immediately. Let me show you my flavor text. Okay, something like this. You don't need to copy everything in here. You can just input what you can just input what you need inside the file. So for example, in my jobs.xml, I only have one job here. In the abilities.xml, I only have my custom class job. And in the abilities.txt, I'll only have my custom class flavor text. I don't have all those shortcut text from the developers inside. Well, let's do a test run. I already learned the skills. Let's do the test run here. This place has enough low enough levels for you to test things. As you can see, this is the custom class ability. Let's use this. This is basically a buff that use werewolves regenerate animation. Well, it's basically werewolves regeneration that I changed effect. If to make it simple, to make it simpler. Let's try this. This is basically a dash attack mixed with reckless blow. This one is basically Ranger Scout, just use different animation. This one is here. This one is Whirling Blow. I just changed its shape from cross to square. This is basically renamed Precise Strike. This is just a buffed up werewolf's howl. This one is basically Gunner Focus. I just add another buff in it. Last one is this. Wow, that's a lot. Well, that one is basically Righteous Blade, but I just changed the animation or changed the element and such, but it has around equal power to Righteous Blade. Okay, well, that's all for the demonstration, I guess. I hope I hope my explanation is good enough. I don't think it's good enough, but I hope it is. I hope it's good enough for you to try things out by yourself. So I guess that's all for the section. Yeah, for this session. I will see you guys later when I already finish with my custom class. So with that, I will see you guys later.